1,000 years of battle in 3 minutes. Vietnam is a powerful country with proud history. It has fought the Mongol Empire not once but 3 times. Vietnam also fought the French and the American army for nearly 2 centuries. Where are we? This is Vietnam at the 1,000 years of battle point, where Vietnam was constantly dominated by the nations from the north that lasted for over 1,000 years. There were a lot of rules in society. Ranking had changed since the North took over. The rules of the North were brutal and horrible. So the Vietnamese people back then want their country back, so they did one thing that other people would do: resistant uprising. The people were furious about the North. They started forming choices and uprising when they have the money, resources, and army. 4 particular uprising were HI镰uprising at 40 BC, the TIệu uprising at 248 BC, the Lý uprising at 542 BC, the Mai Thúc uprising at 722 BC. HIŊ are 2 sisters named Trưng Trắc and Trưng Nhị. Trưng Trắc, the older sister, married Thi Sắt, who was assassinated by the North leader at Vietnam back then, Tô Định. This made the Trưng sister furious, and they lead the army to fight Tô Định and kill him. The Trưng sister had freed Vietnam back then and built a new government. But 3 years later, the Trưng sister was cornered at a mountain peak by the North and was killed. Their rebellion has failed. About 200 years later, TIệu, an experienced leader, has stand up and formed choices to uprising the North. Still, it failed no long after. 300 years later, son of a tribe leader, Lý from Choose, many tribe leaders joined the army. They fought the North and freed Vietnam. In the 100 years of freedom, Lý had created a new government, encouraged the people to improve farming, and joined his army, which fought the North twice. But Lý passed away. His son can't keep hold of the legacy his father left him, so he ran away, and the North took over Vietnam once again. In the year 722, Mai Thúc Loan, a normal Vietnamese who dreamed of freeing the country, stand up leading the people to the North and freed the country for 20 years before he died, and the North took over Vietnam once again. After 4 uprisings, there were one leader who ended 1,000 years of battle, HI镰N. In the mid-9th century, Đinh, an old leader who had over 3,000 sons, fought the North intensively, and the North had to give him control of the Vietnam. But they still want to take Vietnam back, so they began to send spies. Công and HI镰are the sons of Đinh. In a conflict, Công murdered Đinh and ran to the North for help. HI镰wanted revenge, so he hunted down Công and killed him. The North was furious about Công death, so the emperor sent his son Lưu Hoàng Tháo to kill HI镰. But using the tides and the terrain of Bạch Đằng River, HI榎absolutely destroyed the North army, killed over half of their army, and Lưu Hoàng Tháo ended the 1,000 years of battle.